And with that, let's head back out to the clubhouse where Buck Showalter is talking about the win.
Not sure where the concern, whether it's intercostal or the oblique, but I think Richie will identify it for me a little bit more after we get through here. And felt okay, wasn't a big deal. And then just to be sure, he went in the cage about 6:30 and was tightening him up on him just a little bit. He went in to get it heated up, and by the time I got all this information, it was about 10 till 7. I went out and had a conversation with him on the field with the cold weather and everything. Just didn't feel like it was worth the risk. So made the switch to Izzy. We'll see how he is tomorrow. Check with him when we go back down. I'll give you exactly what it is.
Do you know what side?
I'll even go there too.
Okay.
Give me about 2 minutes for the tweets. I got to tweet it up for you.
Could you have used them if you needed to, or were you going to completely stay off of them?
If I had to, but I wasn't going to. Especially, you know, I just talked to him. He said after a couple innings up here getting treatment, he felt like it was a good idea. I was hoping. I'd rather him say, I didn't feel anything. We probably didn't have to do that. And so we'll see what tomorrow brings. It's another great thing about having Izzy and Robert, too, and Dino.
Buck, we talked basically all spring about the lineup and, you know, how much fun it was going to be to see all those guys hitting together. How much fun was watching that 5-run 7th inning?
Well, yeah, obviously because of the need the team had was the most important thing, but yeah, put a lot of good at-bats together, and what'll be forgotten, Robbie had a good at-bat to lead it off, and Nicky being selective. And, you know, baseball players make, you know, we look at the play made in right field, and I haven't seen it yet, you know, all the things that went down, but what'll kind of get missed there is that a lot of guys quit running that ball when they know they can't catch it. You know, if you remember a long time ago, the Pete Rose play where he went over there and deflected off somebody, and he had no play on that ball, but he kept running. And that's the thing about Nick. You know, he keeps going over there for some reason, might be involved in the play. A lot of guys, when they're not involved in the play and they can't get the ball, just stop running. But you know, they give themselves a chance to do things out of the ordinary. And what was the replay? Couldn't really.
Went off the wall.
Not definitive. Was it definitive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just playing off what Brittany said, I mean, this team, you got production from up and down the lineup. Jones came in at 105. Reynolds gets 3 RBIs. It just seems like really everyone contributed.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I have not glanced at a stat sheet or the board about batting averages. We played 5 games, and one of the great things is with players with track record, you know, and if their health is there, they're gonna more than likely be somewhere around that track record. So I thought Reynolds had big tack on runs with a double, you know, until Tillman fought his way through. You know, it wasn't as crisp, but probably years go by, he wouldn't have gotten as deep into the game as he did. I thought Ricardo's outing was pretty good too. Gave us some innings that we really needed to have. We're going to have to examine whether or not we're going to need a pitcher for tomorrow because Roop and Ricardo both are down.